Hello and welcome back to the Taylor Seminars, where we talk about how Taylor Swift turns life into poetry. My name is Hannah, and I'm here yet again with my co-host Exquisite. How are you?
I'm good, Hannah. How are you? How
I'm
are you?
I'm doing so well. The weather is warming up here in Southern California. Got a
I
nice
wish that was
walk.
me. Do you think you're better than me? Weather is warm.
Yeah, but we're the ones who are like suffering when it's like 50 degrees, being like, it's too cold. And you guys are like, shut up.
It feels like 26 right now because of the wind.
Oh my God.
I know.
That is crazy.
I know.
Well, we are here. We are continuing through our journey through Midnights, and we are at one of the, I guess, fun songs. Like Taylor was definitely giggling as she was writing this song. This is Vigilante Shit.
Yeah.
It's track
I,
8, right? Yes, track 8.
I remember seeing when she announced the title for this one, and I was like, huh, I wonder what I always knew. I knew immediately that it was going to be an unserious song.
Well,
I
a
knew,
seriously unserious song, I
yeah,
feel like.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we're glitter gel pen. We are all of that. And I was right.
Well, I will say, I was doing a little bit of research for this podcast episode. Vigilante Shit is a self-written song. She that means she wrote it on her own before she got any kind of tracks from Aaron. She although she did this with Jack, or Jack didn't send her a track slash she didn't make it in the room with Jack. She probably wrote it and just sent it off to him. Did you know another song she did that for that's very similar? No Body, No Crime. It's
No.
also
Mm.
a self-written song.
Vigilante.
No, girl is. I mean, she's had a streak of this. Carolina, for what she wrote for the song where the story where the crawdads sing, another vigilante song. Like, girl just wants to take her matters into her own hands.
Exactly. Um, I will say with vigilante shit, if you were to give Taylor allegations of making songs for TikTok, it would be this one. Even though I don't think she did, I literally think she was just feeling herself, and we'll get there. But this song is like it's got the zingers for a caption or for
A little
a
trend.
like like a trend. It's got some some trendy bits in it.
Well, she did do that little TikTok thing where she was in the bejeweled costume. We didn't know what it was for back then.
Hmm.
And then she showed off her beautiful eye makeup and lip synced Draw the Cat Eye Sharp Enough to Kill a Man. And everyone went bonkers, bananas. That was crazy. That was the Midnight's lead up era was just so fun.
The best part about that line, literally the opening, and the reason I say the best part is it is one of the things I find most endearing about Taylor is that she's a millennial and a corny millennial at that. And draw the cat eye sharp enough to kill a man is a corny millennial staple.
And that's why I eat it up as a fellow corny millennial. I mean, yeah, let's talk about that first verse and we'll get into that line.
Go for it,
Draw the
millennial.
cat eye sharp enough to kill a man. You did some bad things, but I'm the worst of them. Sometimes I wonder which one'll be your last lie. They say looks can kill, and I might try. I don't dress for women. I don't dress for men. Lately, I've been dressing for revenge. She's so funny.
Oh, I just snorted so hard I hurt the back of my throat.
Because it's it's meant to be it's funny. Like it is so
Yeah.
fun. Okay, so let's go back.
Is
So draw the
yeah.
cat eye. So if you don't know, a cat eye is a type of eye makeup that you draw with eyeliner where you kind of
Mm-hmm.
elongate the side of your eye and
Mm-hmm.
you look it
And you
looks
want
cat
nice
like.
sharp edges.
Very sharp edges and they are so this is drawn on so well and so precisely that it could stab you. It could
Yeah.
slice you up.
It's not fair. I can't really do a cat eye. I have hooded eyes. So if I want to do it, I have to do it like in a weird way. But
Yeah. That's yeah, but
yeah, you want to do it enough to slice somebody, basically.
yeah, and it's just and it's also plays into the whole dressing up metaphor that she
Mm-hmm.
has. Like, it's my makeup is so good. Like, I mean
Mm-hmm.
business. Either business of I'm gonna get a guy or I'm gonna get a guy. I'm gonna kill like an assassin or whatever.
Exactly.
She did some bad. So this person she's talking about, you did some bad things, but I'm the worst of them. How do you see that wordplay there, Exquisite?
Like he does a lot of bad things, but she is like first the thing he did to her was the worst, but also she's the bad thing there. You know that like one joke that is like I got caught doing something bad, and then it's like a picture of somebody else and they're the something bad. I think that's what that is.
Yeah. And yeah,
Yeah.
he's not a good guy. He's done bad things. He's lied multiple times, right? And he's always somehow escaped, been slippery, talked his way out, charmed his way out, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so she wonders, what's going to be the last lie because you'll get caught or something.
Yeah.
And then it goes back to the looks. They say it can kill, and I might
And she
try.
just might try. Yeah. And then she's like, look, I don't dress for women or men. I only dress for revenge. This is the only thing she cares about. She doesn't care about romance. She doesn't care about friendship. She doesn't care about any of that. She just cares about getting her lick back
Yeah.
against this person.
Yeah. And then again, this idea of like a fashion, right? Of dressing for
Mm-hmm.
revenge, where, we've all seen, oh, if you don't know, Princess Diana, when she got her divorce
The
from Prince Charles,
revenge
she
dress
wore this beautiful revenge dress, black, off, like, I think,
off the
off the shoulder,
shoulder. It was
off both
like kind of
shoulders.
body conforming kind
Yeah,
of.
body tee.
She literally invented the term revenge dress.
Yeah, right. So she's like, I'm dressing for revenge. Like, you can't touch me. I'm free. Like, I'm free of your lies. But also, it could be I'm dressing to be like Nikita or one of those spies or Black Widow, right? To actually
Exactly.
enact my revenge. Like, it's so fun.
Exactly.
It's so fun.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
I mean, we've seen her dress like that in the Bad Blood music video with all the leather and the weapons and stuff. Like that. I get those vibes too.
Yep.
Do you want
Oh
to
my gosh,
see?
you're about to get a
Go
live
for
my
it.
eggs moment. I had something in the air
Yes, I
fryer and I
do.
forgot.
Oh my gosh.
I
Go.
don't start
Go.
shit, but I can tell you how it ends.
We will be
Don't
pausing
get
this while she
sad,
gets
get
something out of the air
even. So
fryer,
on
and
the
then we'll be back.
weekends, I don't dress for friends. Lately, I've been dressing for revenge. It is just like fun. This is like the song you put on, like if you have a playlist that is also kind of like your feeling yourself playlist, or you literally your bad bitch playlist. And I didn't enjoy this song at first, right? I was like, this is just too much. I didn't enjoy it. But then Eras Tour happened, and now
Hey.
I can't help but enjoy the song. Because it was Taylor feeling herself to the max in her little midnight sequin bodysuit.
When those chairs arose from the stage in Glendale, and then we saw her sitting and putting her leg on the chair and the little booty drop that she does, like,
Popping her butt out when she was getting up, man spread like, oh my gosh, Taylor.
yeah, yeah, crossing the legs. Yeah, and by the end when she was wearing those cheeky bodysuits,
Yeah, she took them all in.
yeah, she was dressing for revenge. She was dressing for herself. She
It
was
was good. It was
dressing to show
fantastic. Yeah.
that all the shit that happened to her in the past doesn't affect her. Like,
Exactly.
the Eras Tour was the ultimate revenge to all of her haters, you know?
Exactly. And she's like, put on my clothes, put on my best dress. Literally, it's giving lights, camera, bitch, smile or whatever. Like you get dressed, you put on your best dress, and you're like, yeah,
Yeah.
I feel good. And that's what that is. It's like, don't get sad, get even. And so getting even is like, I still look super hot, even though you left me, or you made me like want to feel bad. It doesn't matter. Like I still look this good.
Yeah. And not only that, get even can also be like, I am going to get you.
Yep.
I do
I'm
think
gonna
it's,
literally get you.
I do think
In the
it's,
context of the song is, I'm gonna get you.
oh yeah, I'm going to get you. I do think it's funny though that like
I'm gonna
the
get
other
you back.
time, oh, the only other time she does, not maybe the only time, but the last time that she does the even weekends rhyme is "'Tis the damn season," which has nothing to do with this song. Like sometimes, guys, it's just a coincidence. It's not a callback,
Yeah.
but it's just funny. Like So we could
Taylor
call
loves a certain rhyme.
yes, we could call it even. You could call me
You
babe
call
for the
me babe for the
weekend.
weekend.
And so, but here
Listen.
she's using it in a very different context. So on the weekends, she doesn't go out to just party with her friends necessarily. She's going out because she has a plan. She has a plan
She
to get her
has a
revenge.
plan. She's got things to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not. It does. I did. I'm gonna get you back, and you have to imagine the lilac short skirt, the kind that fits me like skin. Like
Oh, I like that
she
connection. She,
is
yeah, she does
it's
you.
revenge.
She does use
I'm bringing it
clothes
back.
to send a
Mm-hmm.
message. Like fashion is a
Mm-hmm.
form of communication of expression.
And
Um,
she's like, I'm gonna look hot and have my legs out, and I'm gonna get you back, even if we leave in handcuffs, or I am
yeah, I,
reporting you to the FBI.
yeah, I love that. I mean, are there? I mean, she's used lots of clothes, right? Like when you think happiness, I hope you think that little black dress.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Say you'll remember me standing in a nice dress staring at the sunset. Yeah, she talks about clothes.
Blue dress on a boat.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Anyway,
Yeah.
you want to do the next verse?
Yes. She needed cold hard proof, so I gave her some. She had the envelope. Where do you think she got it from? Now she gets the house, gets the kids, gets the pride. Picture me, thick as thieves with your ex-wife. And she looks so pretty driving in your Benz. Lately she's been dressing for revenge.
Which is it's such an interesting flip on the women like hunting witches too, doing your dirtiest work for you in
Mm-hmm.
Mad Woman, where it's like the wife was on the person's who hurt the speaker's side, but now she's like, no, I went to your wife when I went out that weekend
Mm-hmm.
and I helped her. She needed proof that you were doing something shady. She needed proof you were cheating on her, something, something. So I gave it to her.
Yep. I gave you I had the envelope that had evidence, like maybe it's photographs, maybe it's
Hmm.
receipts, a bank statement, money
Hmm.
transfers. Where do you think she got it from?
It was me.
Me. Um,
Please.
and because of that, either because it was a divorce settlement or blackmail or
Hmm.
whatever, she gets the house, gets the kids, gets the pride. I love
It's
that.
great.
Yeah.
I love specifically, I really am into the way that the picture me thick as thieves. Because it's so funny. It's one of those things where you could do a picture. What do you first think of when you hear "Picture Me" and you think of a Taylor song? Because there's also she does "Picture Me in the Weeds." I reached my peak at 7. But this one's like "Picture Me thick as thieves." I like the way it
I
sounds.
love the way
The
it
"Picture
sounds.
Me thick as thieves," and I also love the and she looks so pretty because I love the way Taylor performed. She looks so pretty on
Yeah.
stage. She said it with such like venom in her voice. It was fantastic.
Yeah. And yeah, and driving in your Benz means she got the car, right? So she got more a nice car. And now she gets to dress for revenge, where she gets to be
Yep.
like, "Look at me, I'm free, I'm
Mm.
thriving, I got money, I got your money."
Yep. And your car.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
my kid.
yeah,
And your next. This is fantastic. Good for her.
yeah. I love
Literally
that.
good for her.
Yeah, and if you don't know, "Thick as Thieves" is a idiom, I guess, where it's like you're very close, you're sharing secrets, yeah, and so and but then the thieves imagery also works because again the song is about
Vigilante.
vigilantism, which we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Actually, that's I think we're very close to it. Do you want to do the
Yeah.
bridge?
Yeah. Yeah, because the chorus just it's the same chorus, but she switches to the she
That's right.
instead of the I. But okay.
Why don't you
Ladies
do?
all
We'll read the
yeah.
chorus, but then we'll talk about the bridge.
Yeah. She don't start shit, but she can tell you how it ends. Don't get sad, get even. So on the weekends, she don't dress for friends. Lately, she's been dressing for revenge. Ladies always rise above. Ladies know what people want. Someone sweet and kind and fun. The lady simply had enough. While he was doing lines and crossing all of mine, someone told his white collar crimes to the FBI. And I don't dress for villains or for innocents. I'm on my vigilante shit again.
Oof, oof. That bridge into the third verse is so good.
It's so
Um,
good because it's so fun because it is, she's like, she like lists the things that people people say women are supposed to, she's like, you rise above it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't stoop to their level. And she's
Mm-hmm.
like, but I've had enough.
But
I'm
I love
going
it
low.
because it's like, lady, yeah, it's like finishing school. Ladies, like, do this. Ladies,
Yep.
do that.
You
Um,
sit on your P's and Q's, you know, you're supposed to be nice
yeah, it's supposed to be
and
sweet
gentle.
and
Sweet.
kind
You know?
and fun. You know, but no. But what if
Nope.
you have enough? What if you become a mad woman? What if you were tame, you were gentle till the circus life made you mean and pulled out all your teeth?
Exactly. Exactly. So what do? You go to the FBI. No, but also I this is also like in when I say this song is fun, the while he was doing line and crossing all of mine, I love when Taylor is like, that man does cocaine. He does drugs.
Yes. So doing lines is a euphemism for doing lines of cocaine, drugs. Um, and
He said, well, he was too busy being high and harassing
yeah, so
me,
and then
crossing
crossing
my
all of
line.
my lines, not her cocaine lines, but her
Hmm.
her boundaries, right? Like
Yep.
of harassing her, making
Hmm.
her life miserable. Someone, I don't know who,
I don't know who it was.
told his, so white collar crimes are, white collar is like business crime, so it's not like you know, stole something from someone or assaulted someone. It's usually like a business crime, like fraud or insider trading, things like that.
I also really like with white collar because cocaine is white, and also there's
Ooh,
like the open secret of they're like, if the people higher up in business are all doing cocaine,
they're
like that
Wolf
is
of Wall
the
Street, like, you know,
yeah,
vibes.
that
They're
is
all on drugs.
the drug they do. So she's like, I'm telling those crimes to the FBI because everybody already knows about the cocaine one.
That's
Like
so funny.
they need to know that you're doing insider trading.
Yeah, shady business deals.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then she doesn't dress for villains or for innocents, right?
Hmm.
Um, but she's on her vigilante shit again.
Again,
So,
she's done this before.
well, so let's draw back. Vigilante is like a self-appointed, like, a person who basically says that I am the law. Like the law is not doing enough, so I am the law. I will take the law into my own hands. So, um,
Hmm.
this could be like a group of citizens, like in the Wild West, where there was no government, so they just kind of formed their own like bands. Batman is a
I
very
was literally just
famous.
going to say Batman, Spider-Man, they're vigilantes.
Yeah,
And
they
typically the cops don't like them.
yeah, because they don't operate, they might have the same goals as the cops, but they don't operate with the cops, and sometimes they like undermine the cops. But they are willing to. So vigilantes are willing to break rules. They're willing to do whatever it takes. They will break bones, tie people up to interrogate them. Um, so vigilantes can be ten. They can be good. They can be more chaotic. Yeah, vigilantes. If you are in like D&D, I would say they tend to be the chaotic spectrum, like chaotic neutral,
Yeah.
chaotic good, chaotic evil. Even they just kind of do their thing.
Yeah, and then it's also like vigilante justice, the reason it's bad, quote unquote. I'm like, what do I say on the podcast for this? The reason it's bad is because when you have people taking like the law into their own hands, their own interpretation of it, that's when you're in danger. It's like you decided that was wrong. And for what? It's basically like like when someone's like, I'm gonna call the cops because these kids are being loud. They're like, I'm gonna met out my own justice.
Or
Except they're
no,
not
it's
going to call the
no, it's
cops. They're going
more.
to go
They're
do
going.
some arrests.
Yeah, no, they're gonna
They're
go out with
going
their
to go beat
shotgun.
up the
Yeah,
children for being
they're gonna
loud.
go down into the lawn and hold a shotgun and like shoot it into the air. That's like vigilanteism. And so a
Hmm.
lot of vigilanteism, like I said, it can be good vigilanteism, like citizens arrests, but it could also be like racist people trying to be
Hmm.
vigilantes. So, anyways, um,
Yep.
but she is like, I have taken my revenge before, and I'm gonna do it again because
Yep.
Tay Voodoo is real.
Exactly. And the thing is, she's like, it's not even, I'm not dressing for the villains. I'm not on their side. I'm not even on the innocent side. It's literally just for me. I'm doing this for me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, it's, yeah. I'm not trying to be some kind of white knight.
Yeah,
I'm just,
I'm not your hero, you
yeah,
know?
I'm doing this because it's the right thing for me.
Hmm.
And again, this is a character. She may be pointing out some people in her life in the past who have crossed her lines
Yep.
by interfering with her music purchases and music
Maybe.
decisions.
Something like that, maybe. You know?
That
Yeah.
may have been the inspiration for something like this. Um, but yeah, let me read the final chorus. I don't start shit, but I can tell you how it ends. Don't get sad, get even. So on the weekends, I don't dress for friends. Lately, I've been dressing for revenge. So that it goes back to her being the main character. I did want to point out, I forgot about this in the first chorus, is it's usually the phrase is don't get mad, get even.
Hmm.
So this is kind of like a Taylor,
Yep.
what
It's
did
a
you call them?
Taylorism.
A Taylorism, where
It's a
she goes, don't get
Taylorism.
sad, get even, which I do think happens a lot. Like sometimes you do get mad, but sometimes the response for some people can be just to be sad and hide in your little corner or like find a cozy
Hmm.
corner of your bed. But she's like,
Yep.
hey, get up, let's get dressed, let's get out of here. Like,
Exactly. Do
cause
not cry about this. Don't waste your tears when you
yeah,
could just go kill him.
yeah, cause get mad, get even sounds like, oh, you're about to take action, but get sad
Yeah.
sounds like so past, so like, oh no, woe is me. But she's like, no, 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 get that dress out of your closet,
Like,
put on some
exactly.
stilettos,
Hmm.
and let's
Yep.
go.
And also, so is the I don't start shit, but I can tell you how it ends. That's already it's a saying of like, have you I'm thinking of the Aristocats and they're like, ladies don't start it, but they can tell you how it ends. I never start it, but I can end it. I
Yeah,
will end it.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. um I mean, she,
basically, you hit me, I hit back.
yeah, 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 yeah. It's, I feel like Taylor kind of is like, that's kind of her vibe. Like,
Yeah.
I bury hatchets, but I keep maps of where I put them.
Yep.
Right? Like, she's
Yeah.
not or like, she's not about starting drama, but if you give
Hmm.
her drama, she will clap back.
It's like the Bugs Bunny rule. And for people who don't know, in Bugs Bunny cartoons, if you've seen the Looney Tunes, Bugs Bunny has to be hit 3 times before he can get violent. In order for him not,
Oh.
like, he's not, that way he's not seen as a villain. He was always provoked into violence before it happens. So it has to be like, it's like 2 or 3 times where he gets hit and then he can, like, shoot Elmer Fudd. So,
Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, 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 yeah.
and
No.
you know what bunnies are? Bolters. I just had to.
That's good. That's good. That's good. I
Yeah,
like that.
thank you, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, because yeah, we in many of her songs, right? She's not the one trying to,
Yep.
start anything. She's just like, hey, like,
She's like, I want you to like me, and I would love for us to be friends.
yes.
But even in like Bad Blood, like if you think about Bad Blood, which is her most, like, not her most vicious song or whatever, but like her song where she's like, we're never going to, this is never going to work out between me. She does not start it in Bad Blood.
I like that.
Like, she's like, you tried to put a band-aid over a bullet hole, not me. It wasn't me.
Yeah,
Um,
because take
yeah,
a
and that's,
look at
yeah.
what you've done, like, or even
Hmm.
look what you made me do, right? Like,
Exactly.
you did all these, you stole my kingdom keys, held a
Exactly.
feast, locked me out, right?
And
Just
now
it's
I
just the
have to
order.
hit back.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not a victim complex like she's been accused of, because Taylor has been like, oh, I was definitely in the wrong here
Back to
about this.
December,
And she,
for example.
exactly. And in other songs where she's like, I did that wrong, or we were both wrong. But she's like, if I'm going to be explicitly mean, it's because I was provoked.
Yeah. Yeah. So this isn't a long line of songs about Taylor, and this one clearly is, songs about Taylor, um, talking about someone who wronged her, and this one is definitely a fantasy. Like, she's up at night. I think in the prologue she talks about how, like, oh gosh, now I gotta look it up. Um,
Her revenge
yeah, yeah,
fantasies.
yeah, where she's able to, have that song, and I think that's why this is so fun, and I think that's why this one is so much like No Body, No Crime. And yeah, it's such a fun song. And when she added it to the set list, she clearly had an idea as soon as she put on the album what she was gonna do. She already knew. She's like, I
Hmm.
want to do a Chicago style revenge, chair,
that was like
choreography.
out of her comfort zone, but it made
Yeah.
it's so interesting to watch the Vigilante Shit choreography from night one, which was good to seeing to the very last night.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, whoa, you can see how she's like so much more comfortable in it. She's like adding her own moves.
Yeah. Yeah. And like when she like sticks out her tongue into her cheek and stuff, it's like so
hmm
like oh like she's
hmm
totally feeling herself.
She's spreading her legs wider, like she's taking up space.
Yep.
She's having a good time. And then I can't hear Vigilante Shit, and then my mind immediately begins the Bejeweled opening.
Here, I found it. Why are you still up at this hour? Because you're cosplaying vengeance fantasies where the bad man is hauled away in handcuffs and you get to watch it happen. You laugh into the mirror with a red wine snarl. You look positively deranged.
You look ridiculous, and you have no idea.
Aww. Yeah. So
That's not what you meant, but yeah.
no, no,
Got
but
it.
but I mean it was
I mean, yeah.
her little fantasy and it
Of being getting to be judge, jury, and executioner, kind of.
yeah. And what woman hasn't had a little bit of thoughts like that similarly?
I constantly have those thoughts of the people I would put in jail or under the jail.
Yeah, no, and so yeah, I really like the song. I enjoyed the song a lot.
Yeah.
Um is it
I
my
also enjoyed
favorite? No, but
no.
it's great.
You know how I kind of treat the song, and it's funny because I do think they're like in a line with each other. I treat the song the same way I treat "Thank You, Amy," in that it's not a skip, but I'm not searching it out, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but I've grown to appreciate them.
Yeah, like it has
I've
a
grown
place
to
on the album.
appreciate, yeah. I've grown to appreciate things in Vigilante Shit. You know what I've grown to appreciate? I've grown to appreciate that she says the title of the song once.
Yeah, at the very end too.
hmm
Hmm.
So it's fun. It's very fun. Especially if you were at the Eras tour and you get to watch Taylor with her shiny little outfit
Totally.
do a little
Totally.
dance with a chair.
So good.
Yeah.
Well, then for our emoji, I mean, we have lots of options simply because
Mm.
of the chair.
Should we
But
do a bunny or a chair? A bunny or a chair, or
what was the
mm,
bunny for again? Because it's a bolter. Because what?
Bugs Bunny rule.
Oh yeah, let's do a bunny. The rabbit.
I love it because it's like if you weren't listening, you have no idea what that emoji means.
But now, yeah. But yeah, for those of you who are commenting on our um, via Spotify, our YouTube channel too, the little emojis, we really appreciate that. So
hmm
yeah, join the conversation. Hashtag Midnight Seminars on X/Twitter, wherever you get your podcasts. We are so grateful for everyone who's listens. We know that these past few episodes have been a little short, but we hope they're still like nice little things, nice little episodes that just keep
Bite
you.
size moment. Take us on your walk.
Yeah, this is the perfect like walk podcast right now. But I'm sure we are going to get to some labyrinth will be long because that's Exquisite's baby. So
My labyrinth theory.
I think Bejeweled too. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Bejeweled, I feel like Bejeweled would be fun, at least.
Yeah. All
Yeah, it'd
right.
be fun.
Well, thank you everyone for listening, and we will catch you all soon.